Yo, guys, I thought I'd do a little comparison on the XM2 and the Lamzu. You might have the Lamzu already and wondering if you should get the XM2 since it just came out. Um, I just look here on the shapes, like your XM2 curves in a little more on that, like that hourglass, as you can see it a little better right here. Change the scale, sorry, they look crazy, but you see the hourglass there on the right side. You can definitely feel it when you're using it because it makes the Lamzu feels a lot wider because of that. And for relaxed claw, I like the little wider and like the wider inside. And then I because like the XM2, I kind of like curve it a little bit. Feel like I curve to the left a little bit compared to like the Lamzu. I keep it straight. So I'm not really made up my mind if I like either of that better. You can feel the little hump, a little bit of the hump that's like difference between the Lamzu. You can feel it in the back of your palm a little more, so you feel it in the back of your like palm. You'll feel this back side. So if you want like a little more support in the back of your palm, you might like the XM2 a little more. I have 19.5 by 9 hand size, so if you're close to that, you might prefer the XM2 with the little back flare that with the hump. Um, Either mice is pretty good for relaxed claw. I'd say claw both are pretty good too. Um, Fingertip, I don't think you would want to use this mouse, but I'd say there's much better picks out there. Even like the X2 Mini would be a better pick for fingertip. The scroll wheel is a little higher on the Atlantis, so if you want like a higher scroll wheel, I would say you might want to pick the Atlantis. The clicks, um, they're opticals on the XM2, so and they're fairly decent. I do have like a little pre-travel on my XM2 where you can hear the button like tapping, the like actual switch. The clicks on the Lamzu, they're solid. They're like pink, one pink dots, so there are no problems. The side buttons are both positioned in good spots. I kind of like the SM2s better. Um, the thumb flare on the SM2 is a little wonky for me. I don't really have that problem because on the Lamzu, I feel it way more in the SM2. So if you, it really depends on where you hold your thumb on the SM2. You might not like that because it kind of forces me to turn the mouse. Um, but I'd say both are solid for relaxed claw and claw. I thought I'd bring the Viper also because I mean they're a little different hump profiles, but you like the button height on the Viper is a lot higher, and the hump is like way up front. So I'd say if you have big hands and you want to fingertip a mouse, I'd say probably the Viper would be your pick for bigger hands fingertipping. Um, I do think I like the XM2 and Lamzu better for relaxed claw and claw. The clicks on here are pretty good. Plus, you have 4K. So I would just rather stay with the SM2 or Lamzu. Um, I have the X2 Mini, but I don't have the X2. But I thought I'd throw a little comparison up. Like, um, they're close in size. The humps are a little close to each other. You do have a little more like the hourglass flarings, but the sides on the this is the mini, so just note that. But like the sides on the right side of the X2, they're a lot flatter, so it's gonna feel a lot more blocky on the X2. but I'd say the X2 is probably also good for a relaxed claw and claw. I do like the grooves on the X2s. Um, the Atlantis Mini just came out. It's a little smaller mice, but I've heard good things about it. It has a little lower hump compared to the XM2 and the Lamzu too. Um, so it's shorter, 117 compared to 122. The buttons are way lower. So I think if you had like a smaller hand, you'd probably want to go with the Lamzu Atlantis Mini. Yeah, I really doubt you would want to get the bigger Lamzu because it's even bigger than the XM2. Um, but both of these mice are really solid. Still trying to decide which I prefer. It's a really toss up because you do have a lot of mice coming out, and both these mice are really solid. I'd say like let's see, $80. You got $80 for the X2. You got what is the 3370? You got the Go opticals. It's got good motion latency, I've heard. Scroll wheel's solid. The coating is way better than any of these coatings. It's 62 grams. Here's the dimensions: 122, 66, 38. 80 million actuation switches, TTT silver. I got got a 410 battery. I got about 4 days or so on mine. The black is a little lighter. I think I got 62 on my scales with my white, so it's really different. For the Lamzu, let's see the OG. Got a bunch of different colors. I think the black's got the best coating. Got 55 grams compared to 62. 300 mAh battery. The battery life for me was close to about the same. Got 123, 38, 66, 33.95. UTC Gold encoder scroll wheel. I do like both of them, so they're not really much of a difference. The one of 80 mils, pink dots. You got glass skates, grip tapes, sapphire skates, I think, too. Um, both mice are really solid. Can't really go wrong with either. I think you would cost around. You got the black ones, it's a little more, but if you got the OG color, $90 plus like $10 shipping. I think $8 shipping on the XM2. But yeah, I'd say either one is probably a good mouse to choose if you don't have either. If you have the Lamzu and you want like a little thinner, like the hourglass, I'd say you might want to pick up the XM2. But if Lamzu is really solid, and I have troubles with going to the XM2 from Lamzu because I really found the shape pretty comfortable in the Lamzu. But I'd say if you have the Lamzu, I would just stick with it maybe. Or if you don't have the Lamzu, I'd say if you wanted a little slimmer mouse and with the hourglass shape, I'd say get the XM2. It's really solid. Oh, whoops, sorry about that. But yeah, I thought I would do a comparison on the mice, and hopefully I can make you figure out which one you would like. Um, but thanks for watching. Like, sub, and continue to play through the controllers that are rough in games, because fuck them. But have a good day and thanks for watching. Bye.